1,600 acre lake, which is fairly small compared to some of the regular ones.
All right, so being it's only a 1,600 acre lake, the amount of different cover that you have that you can fish, depending on where you go, is night and day. This is pretty much the northwest side of the lake, and you have a lot of the fire flags, the standing grass, some of the reed beds, and some of the bottom over here is muddy or either sandy, depending on what part of it you're on. You know, with this type of a morning, a little bit of overcast, you know, the sun's covered up a little bit. I love throwing a topwater lure out here, whether it's a buzz bait or a hard topwater bait. Even some of the soft topwaters do really good. And the place this time of year really isn't overfished. You may see me and that guy all day out here.
The amount of large gators.
Oh yeah, this place is just swamped over with gators. At any given time on a smooth day like today, you can count 15 around your boat. Yeah. Anywhere from 3 foot to 10 foot plus. There's just some actual dinosaurs in this lake.
You know, and oh God, look at that one right over there.
Oh yeah, that's a good guy right there. He's probably 8 or 9 feet and very healthy.
And most people, I mean, you know, even though everything that's gone on with gators lately, I mean, you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you.
That's it. I mean, they're curious by nature. I mean, me throwing this topwater lure like this, if you get one close to him, he's going to swim toward it, check it out. Yeah. They'll even follow it right up to the boat, especially when you're catching fish.
Yeah. Cool. Boy, that hit fairly hard. Thanks, don't mess around. Decent sized bass too.
Yeah. He's a pretty guy. About a pound and a half maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even close to 2. He's really healthy, nice. No real, you know, sores or anything.
Yeah.
Mouth is clean. It's a really clean fish.
Nice. Go. Cool. Yep.
What we have in front of us is the cattails. We have a little bit of reed grass. Once you get to the edge of the lake, you have the apple trees, what they call a swamp apple, or the freshwater apple trees. And then the fire flags grow in the real shallow. Once you get up to that, I mean, it's only probably 6 to 3 inches of water where that stuff's growing. And then it just kind of tapers off into the deep parts of the lake. This side of the lake is a little shallower. You're only dealing with about 2 foot of water once you get in here, 1.5 to 2 foot of water. It's just a different atmosphere. As far as it being a small lake, it really does have a lot of different cover and a lot of different things to fish. When it starts to, you know, get up a little bit later in the day, I like to switch over to any kind of a worm, any kind of a sinker, a jig, something that's going to get it a little lower into the water column. Oh, goodness gracious, that was a gator.
Not a huge one, probably.
No, just big enough to scare me. Run over it and get that little bit. All right, yeah, we'll just go back. Yeah, you can see the difference. I mean, we're only in 1.8 feet of water right here. It's a lot shallower on this side of the lake. Just being able to talk about fishing. A lot of guys that come out here, you know, they want to fish. They want to talk about fishing. They're not out here to talk about work or what happened last week with, you know, their friend back home. And if you can bring people out, explain the fishing to them, and get them into the fishing itself, they enjoy it so much more. They basically come out here to disconnect. I've had some guys on the boat that just want to sit back there in that seat and float around.
Yeah.
They could care less if they catch a fish or not. Absolutely. I mean, I've been fishing my whole life. I was lucky enough to have parents that kept me in the outdoors from the time I was born. So fishing was a lifestyle, hunting was a lifestyle. When I was in high school, my father and I got invited on a charter down to Islamorada, and we went on that charter that day, and I got to meet the captain. His name was Carlos Devalier. And I took more of an interest, and he noticed that, into what his mates were doing rather than the guys that were catching the fish on the boat. And he actually got with my parents and offered me a job during the summers. So at the time I was in high school, and I would get out of school and take off to the Keys and work for that 2 months and then come back. And that kind of started it. I was working at fishing, you know, and that's been my passion ever since. And now I do it for a living, so I couldn't ask for more. Generations here in this little town, and I love it. You couldn't ask for more. The town is pretty much a farm town. A lot of people don't even know it's on the map. We're a little bit east of Naples or Fort Myers. This body of water is the only larger lake besides Okeechobee in the area. But yeah, I've been here for generations. My family was into cattle and hunting and fishing.